What do you mean? Hi guys. Hi. So, I am back with another video. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Mickey Fox and we're back. So, I'm redoing all of my videos because I have had a very new, very real change in my life. I have decided that the way that I went about my channel before is not the way that I want to go about doing my channel now. Then it was very surface level. I was very not so much fake, but I was very, my mindset was very different. The videos will not be deleted. They will not be deleted, but they will be revamped and I will give a new perspective. It's not going to be the way that it used to be. So that's number one. Number two, I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for all your support, all of your patience, all of the messages, everything that you guys have been sending me. I so appreciate it. This has been a journey for me. It has been a journey for me. I did not want to start doing YouTube again until I was 100% ready. I wanted to be able to have everything perfect and have everything exactly the way that it should be, or the way that it was. Not the way that it should be, but the way that it was. And as you can see, that is no longer the case. Can you still call me pastor? Of course. You can definitely call me pastor now for sure. I think at this point, I have probably earned that title. So yes, you can definitely call me pastor. Would I say that my old videos were unauthentic? Absolutely not. My old videos, y'all have to excuse my hair and all of that, but you understand that on the Michaela Pink channel, there is a purpose. There is a purpose for this look. Everything I do is very purposeful, so just go with me with this look, okay? It's very minimalist and not the Michaela that you guys are used to, but just kind of go with me. So I would not say that my old videos were inauthentic. What I will say is that the focus and the purpose of my old videos is much different than my focus and my purpose with these videos. I can say that before I was very materialistic. I was very surface driven. I was very outside focused. Now I have done so much inner work. I have done so many things that have changed me. I have read so many books. I've had so many conversations. I've prayed so many prayers that have gotten me to the space now where a lot of my ideas are still the same, but the heart of what I have to say is much different than it was before. So that's where we are. This video was about how to make a man attracted to you. How do you make him come to you? That's what this video was about. And it was a pre-recorded video. This, of course, is a live video, so there's a difference there. Also, that video was done 7 years ago. 7 years ago, at the very start almost of this channel. I had been doing social media content for like a year or two before that, and then decided that but decided that it would be good for me to branch out and to do a YouTube channel. So I started a YouTube channel, and this was one of the very first videos. The reason why I wanted to redo this video, a lot of people said, no, don't redo this video, was because a majority of that content was surface driven. A majority of that content is not what I ascribe to now. And it was very how to make yourself look a certain way. When you look a certain way, when you change yourself a certain way, when you change your voice, when you change your inflection, when you change your posture, when you show a little cleavage, when you do all that, that is what, according to that video, will attract a man to you. I can say 7 years later that those things are still very true. Men are still very visual. Men like what they see. Men are very, physically motivated a lot of times. But what I can also say is that I attract a different type of man now, of course, but I also attract a man with a different heart than I did before. The heart of the man that I had before was not as authentic as it is now. I can say that a lot of the men that I attracted before were very, they only wanted me to look a certain way. They only wanted the fake hair and they only wanted the made up face and all of that. And as you can tell, my face is made up, but it is not as made up as it was before. Just let me keep it real, okay? I've had a lot going on. I have been momming it. I have been getting things together with my children. I don't even have half the makeup on that I would before. This is very, very minimal for me. I don't really have my nails done. This is very natural for me. But I can tell you that I have attracted a lot better quality men than I have before. I have not been freestyling and all of that, and I have not been trying to attract a man, but I have become very attractive to men, I guess because I'm so honest now. I'm so I hope that I come across as someone who is more authentic, more open, more friendly. And before I was just very, very money driven. Of course, I said money about 50 times in that other video. Watching myself on film now as the person I am now is very cringy. It's very hard for me to watch old footage of myself because I'm like, what in the world was I even thinking? What in the world was I even thinking? What was I even talking about at the time? But I can appreciate that because that's the space that I was in at the time. So now it's different. Now I want quality. Now I want to be loved instead of just looked at, So there's the difference there. Hey, mama, you ever plopped a big... Okay. Anyway, so of course we have the trolls. Welcome, trolls. But anyway, so that's where I am now. I'm in a different space now, and so I want to redo my videos. Also, I want to redo them because the way that I had no type of I was a spiritual person, but I was practicing different spiritual things than I am now. Now, a lot of my being, a lot of the way that I am now is more Christian. I do believe in Christianity. And so a lot of my beliefs are biblically based. They were then, but now I can say that I pretty much have just about everything that I say now, I can pretty much back it up with a biblical reference. And so that's what I plan to do. It's not going to be super churchy and all of that, but I want it to be known that for me, that's where I am. That's where my authenticity comes from. Why did I choose YTube as an opportunity? I chose YouTube as an opportunity because why not? Everybody is. Now, when I was in school, when I was younger, it was go to school, get a good education, and you'll become, a successful. To me, success is leaving my mark here. To me, being successful is allowing my voice to be heard, my opinions, my thoughts, and putting them out there because I feel like everybody has their own message, and my message is unique because I've had so many different experiences. So that's where that's why I chose to use YouTube. Hang on a minute, I actually have notes. I actually have notes, and I have to charge my phone, y'all. This is real, okay? Because I've been running errands. I've been trying to get children enrolled in school. I've been doing so many other things that this YouTube thing has been on the back burner. I realize this is technically my job, but this is me. This is me. This is me in my rawest form. And God is really humbling me in this experience. I really did not want to do this video. I did not want to do this video because I'm like, God, I don't have all my makeup. I don't have all my products. I don't have my hair. I haven't washed my hair, and I had to slick it all back and try to squeeze it into this little baby ponytail. And I'm running here and running there, and I try to hurry and get dressed, and I did all this stuff, and D'Angelo freaking died today. So that threw me off because y'all know I have a thing with death, and it just really, today has really been a difficult, trying day, but I knew that I had already told you guys I was going to do the video. I always put all these beautiful pictures up. I hope you guys are liking the pictures that I took. But anyway, I put all these beautiful pictures up and made all these videos, and then to not show up would be just against what I wanted to do. But today's been a difficult day. So I did not want to do this because in comparison, the video that I did previously, I was all made up. I had my nails done. I had lashes. I had perfect makeup, perfect eyebrows. And here I sit with nearly half of that. And so I feel like God is really humbling me, and I am actually enjoying it because I can see the difference in my heart now. Somebody said you shouldn't redo your videos, but the heart posture that I was in when I did those videos is not what I want to ascribe to. So if I'm going to keep those videos, I am going to redo them with the perspective that I have now and offer more of a realistic portrayal of what I wanted to say at the time. So that's where we're at. Am I on TikTok, or is that pushing it? No, I'm very active on TikTok and Instagram. Yes, D'Angelo passing away. Who is D'Angelo? Who is D'Angelo? You're my lady. He sung that. He sung so many different songs. He's like the king of neo soul. He was a very popular artist back in my day when I was in my heyday. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. And it was difficult for me because, like I said, he's D'Angelo now, as y'all know, is not very much older than me. And that was very sobering to watch because or to hear, because he's not that much older than me. And I'm like, what? That just gives me a lot more to push for, a lot more to keep going for. To see somebody so young and he's already gone. So many people are dying. And so that makes me want to do more. It definitely wants me to do more. Hey guys. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I'm waiting on my phone, this phone right here. I have a whole nother phone over here with my notes. I actually have notes for this video, but so I had a lot going on today, and I did not want to come on YouTube, but I'm here. So I thank you guys for being here with me. This is humbling for me, like I said, but I'm glad for it because I feel like God is showing me that you don't have to be perfect. Everything does not have to be picture perfect in order to do what I'm supposed to do. And so I know that I'm supposed to be redoing this video. And so that's what we're here doing. Thank you. Thank you for being here, guys. Let's see. Let me get my notes. Hi guys. Thank you guys for here. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to like the video. So, my new perspective is you do not have, Lord, you do not have to be, you do not have to perfect your outside look in order to attract a man. You do not. You can be as imperfect by the world standards on the outside, as long as you are perfect in heart, in character, in your thoughts, then you can attract any man that you want to attract. You will attract a good man if you have those things in order, as opposed to getting your outside appearance together and having it the way that the world would say. The world would say you need eyelashes, like I said in the video. You need makeup. You need eyelashes. You need to make sure. Now, a lot of that is just my personality. I love makeup. I love a freaking makeup. I could play in makeup all day long. And some of y'all have done it. Played in makeup for hours with me on this channel, on another channel. And so that's my natural personality though. My natural personality is to be made up. I love that. And it's not about attracting a man. I just like doing that, and but that's not for everybody. Some people don't know how to do makeup, and that's okay. Some people don't like doing makeup, and that's okay. You are attractive simply because of your personality. If you let yourself shine forth, then that's what's attractive. That is literally what's attractive, more than anything else, more than what you can do with makeup. And makeup is literally a falsified self, because I don't look like this every day. I don't look like made up like this every day. When I take all this off, I look very different, but I'm still as beautiful. I, in my opinion, am more beautiful now than I ever was in that video. And the reason why I'm more attractive now is because I have a better heart. I have a better heart, and my heart is not the same, you know. My heart is not the same that it was before. So it's not about your outside appearance, pretty much. And so let's see. Don't okay, and to speak to that as well. Don't get me wrong. Doing your makeup, making yourself attractive, being pretty is part of being feminine. Yes, I will not ever say that. Having earrings on is important. You know, certain things are always going to be true across the board, but the main thing is that that's not 100% everything you need to concentrate on. Being yourself, being authentic is what's attractive to people. The fact that I can come on a YouTube video in front of the entire world and look like this and not have a background like I had before, and not be in a huge big old house like I had before, and still be comfortable and be okay with that is what makes me more attractive now than then. There's no way in the world I would have ever done that before. There's no way in the world I would have been comfortable enough to sit in a seat of that I'm in now with as little as I have then, and be as confident as I am now. I have more confidence because I'm showing myself to the world. I'm being authentic. I'm saying what I want to say. I'm not saying what I don't want to say. I don't want to sit here and tell you that you have to be 100% made up everywhere you go. That's totally unrealistic. I have 2 boys now. My boys are back home with me now. So I have I'm still reveling in the blessing of that. The fact that I'm able to get another opportunity to be a mother to my children. And motherhood is not always pretty. Motherhood does not look like makeup 100% of the time. Motherhood does not look like I'm always perfect and I always say the right thing. That's not what actual motherhood looks like. Actual motherhood is a little messy. Sometimes I have to take a break, and I will take a break because my children need me in a different way than they needed me before. And I feel like that is the biggest blessing. My last video, I had no idea that my boys were going to be home this soon. I had no expectation that I would have my boys back as soon as I've been able to get them back. So this is a huge surprise to me. So I have been spending a lot of time with them. We've been loving on each other. They literally just came home like 2 days ago. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do a video. Not knowing what it would take. And it's a lot. I feel pulled in 40 different directions. I feel like, okay, YouTube needs me. Then I got to be on Instagram. Then I have to be on TikTok. And I have all these other things I have to do, and get school bags and get all this stuff. And I'm so, so, so blessed. I'm tired, but I'm blessed. I just can't even tell you guys how happy I am that I've had an opportunity to get my boys back so soon. So that's where I am. That's where I am. But I'm grateful and I'm glad for it. So I wanted to redo this video again, even with all of this going on, because y'all are going to see the real. I told you you're going to see the real on my channel. You're going to see me being a mom. You're going to see me going to get haircuts and doing different things. And now I got to be back at the ball games and stuff. But you're also going to see me redo this content. So I wanted to do this video live. There's most likely going to be a video that is recorded so that it's not as raw and all of that. But yeah. Yeah, so this has been a journey, y'all. This is in less than 6 months. October the 25th will make 6 months that I've been home from prison, and I already have my boys back. And I cannot thank God enough. I can't even express to you guys how happy I am about that. But and I feel like it's because I know that the blessings are literally running me down right now because I'm being myself. I'm saying what I want. I'm saying what I don't want. I'm not allowing certain things to be okay. If a thing was okay at one time and I change and it's no longer the same, I'm no longer okay with that, then I changed my mind. Sorry, I put up with that at a different season, and now I'm no longer putting up with that. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to continue to rock with me or you don't. That's where I am now. I'm to a point now where being real is 100% what I want to do, and I think that's why, I know that's why God has been blessing me the way that He has. So I'm grateful for it though. I really really am. Um, okay, so here's what I think is attractive. Before I thought it was looks, and it is, but I thought it was only looks. That's where the difference is now. I thought it was only looks before, and now I know it's looks and energy. It's looks and character. It's looks and authenticity that make a woman attractive to anybody. Anybody can be attractive. Okay, and let's talk about that. There's a difference in being pretty, and there's a difference in being attractive. You can be pretty to look at and not be attractive at all. Some pretty people are still ugly and they don't attract anybody. Just because you have a beautiful face, just because you know to do your makeup a certain way does not mean you're attractive. And I actually learned that. I learned that because there are many, many women who are so drop dead gorgeous, but they couldn't attract a fleet of cats if they wanted to, just because they have bad attitudes. They have bad attitudes, they have bad mindsets, and they have bad hearts. So it's just not about the outside for me anymore. My look is brand new. Well, thank you. Thank you. Hang on a minute. Let me charge this one over here. So anyway, so back to the video. And it's not, again, this is another thing. It's not about being attractive to a man. If you never attract another man, that doesn't mean that you're not valuable. You are valuable just the way you are. Life is not all about attracting a man. If you don't attract anybody, you're still valuable. And if nobody approaches you, that doesn't mean that you're less valuable than somebody who has a fleet of women, or Lord, a fleet of men approaching them at any time. So that's another thing. Your woman's annoying. Why is your woman annoying? Somebody says his woman is annoying. Why is your woman annoying? Mr. Sales Site Media. That's crazy. That's crazy, but whatever. So I think that women who are attractive have something about them that is more spiritual. They have something about them that is more of an energy as opposed to an actual look. I think your look helps, but I think your energy and your character and the way you present yourself makes you more attractive than anything. Honestly, you can be as beautiful as you want, like I said, and still not be attractive. Attraction is what draws somebody to you, but what makes them stay is a whole nother story, you know? Confidence is one thing that makes somebody attractive. If you think you're ugly, everybody else is going to think you're ugly too. If you think you're beautiful, everybody else is going to think you're beautiful. It's all about what you think about yourself a lot of times. Kindness. Are you kind to people? How do you treat people? I did say this kind of in the video. Are you nice to people? Not just when people are watching, but is that part of your character? I think that makes somebody attractive too. Kind people are always attractive because it shows who you are on the inside. Do you talk to older people? Do you talk to people who can do nothing for you? That makes you attractive, things like that. Also, are you emotionally mature? Are you able to hold a good conversation? All of these things make you attractive. Now, a good conversation to one person is going to be a totally different thing to somebody else. Some people want to talk about their life goals. Other people want to talk about what's the best restaurant. Some people have conversations about how to get money. Other people have conversations about other people. What makes you attractive to somebody different is always up for debate. But if you want a quality person, those are the things that you should be concentrating on. Thank you, Miss Sabrina. I appreciate that. Let's see. So Cam says my. Okay, I'm trying to proofread this before I actually read it out loud because I don't know if it's appropriate. So, um, you feel bad for even having that idea in your head because your girl is your biggest supporter. And that's what, you know what, sometimes that is what makes a woman supported or attractive. Are you a supportive person? Are you able to stand in somebody's corner when they need you? Not necessarily when they're down, but when they need you. Is it going to be when times are hard, are you going to pull away or are you going to lean in closer? Those are things that are important. You know what I mean? Am I into astrology? What's my sun? Yeah, I'm no longer into astrology. I have not, I really wasn't even into it then. Let me just keep it all the way real. I really wasn't into all of that because I didn't really know what it meant. Hang on, y'all. Let me plug this phone up before it dies. I really wasn't even into all that, y'all. I mean, I did it because, as you guys know, I'm Native American. I found that out like maybe 10 years ago. And so I really wanted to dive more into that, to study it, to be more active in that. And that led me down this whole bunny trail of astrology and nature worship and trees. And because I like being outside and things like that. But that is no longer what I ascribe to. I can't say that astrologically I'm a Cancer, but does that have anything to do with my personality? I don't know. I ain't studying that mess. I don't know about rising, going, setting. I don't know any of that anymore. I did at a time, and I would follow the moon patterns and all this stuff. But baby, listen, the way the Lord has blessed me, the way God has showed up and showed out in my life, I will never again go that way. I will not, because there's no other explanation for what has happened and the transformation that has happened in my life outside of it being God. There's no way. They couldn't have been anything other than God. So I will not go back to that. What did he do? What did God do? Well, if you've had a look at this channel, you would definitely understand the transformation. You would know and you would see like, oh yeah, she's definitely changed. God made me humble. God is humbling me even in this very moment right now. God is humbling me because this is doing something to my spirit, being on camera as dressed down as I am. But God set it up that way because I'm not at home with all of my stuff and all of my lighting and all of the perfect things that I can set up at home and do all. I'm not. And I had to be away from my home. But at 6 o'clock, and I'm like, I gotta shoot a video. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just shoot a video like this. What's the worst that can happen? So God has humbled me. God has changed my heart in such a way that I appreciate the humanity in people as opposed to the money that people can provide for me. People, meaning men and women. I was very much about getting money, more, more, more. I want money, I want money because I had mouths to feed. I was in survival mode, but I wanted to no longer be in survival mode. So that's what God has done for me. He's also changed my heart from being such a demanding, needy, greedy, self-centered, self-focused person. So that's what he's done, among other things, I will definitely say. So yeah, he's done those things and more, I will say, for sure. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing. To all of my new subscribers, I know you guys saw me. You guys are seeing me on the other side of a transformation. If you happen to come across those other videos, you will see that Michaela Pink was an altogether different person. A lot of the messaging is still the same. I still believe in a lot of that. I am not going to build a man. I'm not. If you ain't a man when you come to me, I can't help you, baby. I cannot help you if you are not a man when you come to me and date you seriously. Now, you could be Mr. Right Now. You can be Mr. Right Now, but you will not be Mr. Him, and you will not be my man, my man, my man. Absolutely not. Do I have a space for Mr. Right Now? No, because now that space is filled with my little misters that are in my life. So I need something more serious, you know? So it fluctuates and it changes as far as my messaging, but the heart of what I have to say has definitely changed. So, and we'll get into some of that in the videos as well. When your heart is pure and when your intentions are aligned, then that is when you love yourself more and when people are able to see the real you. Hey, Miss Queen Recovery. That's when people are able to see the real you. When your heart is aligned with what matters to you and what your intentions are, then that's when you're able to attract everything that you want. Not just a man, but a better job, a better opportunity, better furniture, better everything when your heart is pure and it's in alignment with what your true values are. Somebody says, I had a Mr. Right Now and never again. He never wanted to leave. So, I think there's a space for that. Sometimes you need a Mr. Right Now. Is that something that's scriptural? No, we're not supposed to have that. But if that's what you want to do, baby, you go right ahead and do that. Okay, so let's get into some of that. What are the references for what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. I kind of looked over this and I've kind of studied it because for most of my life, I've heard, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty. And being, I've done a couple of videos on my YouTube to kind of explain this because a lot of my life, especially, of course, my adult life, being attractive I've never had a problem attracting a man. Attracting a man has been easy. Just walking outside, when you got hips and lips and fingertips, you're attractive to a man. So I've never had a problem attracting a man. The thing about it is when somebody just thinks that you're just beautiful, they objectify you and they just only want to look at you. Women want to study you and men want to lay you down. And having been in that space for so much of my life, it gets old, it gets tiring because it's like, I want people to know me for me. I want people to understand that, hey, I have thoughts, I have opinions. I may be beautiful, yes, but I'm also somebody who has a brain, who has thoughts, who has feelings, And so now I'm recognizing that you can, if this is all I'm highlighting, this is what all that people are going to see. So I've been objectified because my object was to be objectified. I wanted that. And so that's what I was attracting. Now that I've changed my focus to work on my heart and my mind and my character, now I'm attracting a different thing, if that makes sense. So to take the reference biblically to what I'm saying, 1 Peter 3:3-4 says, your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and wearing gold jewelry or fine clothing. Rather, it should be that your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. So this is a core verse to me because it says exactly what my video is talking about, that your inner peace and your spirit are what truly make you shine. The fact that I have peace now, the fact that I have actual real joy, the fact that when the Bible speaks of unspeakable joy, that's what I have now. And nobody can take that away from me. Nothing can take it away. The feelings that I have right now. So I'm excited for this space I'm in, and I think that makes me more attractive than I was at that time. The Proverbs 31, of course, the Proverbs 31 woman, verse 30 says, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So the fact that I can be very charming, I can be very sexy, I could be very all of that. But that stuff will go away. Eventually, I won't even have the ability to do that because I'm gonna be an old lady. I'm gonna be an old lady, in 20 years, I'm gonna be an old lady. That's not very long at all. And so since that's the case, you have to work on the inside because this stuff fades, it goes away. When did I find God? I have always known God. My daddy was a preacher. And so I was born in the church. I was raised in the church every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, every Wednesday night, every prayer meeting and Bible meeting and tent meeting. And Lord, y'all, my daddy had me in the church every single opportunity. And then we would be at the church an hour early. Okay. So then in the car, I'm getting a whole sermon. And then I have to go in and hear the sermon. And then, so listen, I've always known the Lord. I've always known God. But I turned away from God because of some things I experienced at church. Because a lot of times being a single woman, especially a single black woman with curves and hips and lips and very beautiful black woman, um, it's very intimidating to people. I'm not a woman who's quiet. I'm not a woman who's going to sit down in church. When I get in church, I'm going to praise the Lord, which draws attention to myself. And so since I got attention drawn to me, then other women see that. And, you know, churches are very catty. Churches are very cliquish. I've never been a part of a clique. And so a lot of that led me to not to stop going to church, actually. And I stopped going to church for about 5 years. And in that 5 year span, jumped on YouTube, and it was a whole little bunny trail that I went down. But then I went to prison and God was like, kind of grabbed me by my collar and turned me around. So now I can't run from it anymore. And this is where we are. This is where we are. But I'm happy. This is a space I haven't been in a long time, and I'm happy to be here. So yeah, thank you for that question, actually. And y'all, if y'all have more questions or whatever, don't be afraid to ask. Proverbs 34:5 is one of my favorite verses of the Bible. It says, "Those who look to him are radiant; their faces are never covered with shame." Your glow comes from your connection with God, not your makeup, not attention, but divine peace. And I think that is why I feel so much better now in this space than I did before, because I do have a relationship with God. And I think that it shows. I'm more calm. I'm more rooted, I guess you can say. I'm not as triggered as I was before. I'm not as looking back on those videos, like I said, it's kind of funny to do now, but it's cringy because I used to be in the comments like ready to pop, pop, pop at any moment, and it's just not that deep anymore to me. So yeah, so that is pretty much the video. It's your inside that makes you attractive more than anything. Now listen, y'all, I got to be me, and I have to say this. Okay, God, I did what you told me to do. Now, this is Mickey. this is Mickey. Some people are not physically attractive. It just is what it is. Some people just are not, by the world standards, physically attractive. It's not. It is it's hard. Hey Naomi. It's hard because if you walk outside and you just look ugly and you haven't tried and you don't put forth any effort, of course that's gonna make you less attractive. It's gonna make you less attractive, and that's just because the world is very shallow. The world wants you to look a certain way. Just like now, I have so many male followers. Ever since I came on the internet and been wearing bikinis and doing all this stuff. There's a method to the madness for that too. But drawing people in is what the world wants you to do with your looks. But I want to, okay, my looks will draw you in, but then will you be here long enough to listen? If you listen long enough, you might be even more attractive, because I think that my mind is more attractive than my body will ever be. Does being black make you less attractive? Absolutely not. As a black woman, I will say that being black makes me more attractive. I love my melanated skin. I love my curly hair. I love my hips and everything that comes with being a black woman. So does it make me less attractive? Absolutely not. If anything, being a black woman makes me more attractive. If I die and come back, I want to be born blacker than I am right now. I love being black. I absolutely love being black. So no, it doesn't make me unattractive at all. So yeah, so that's kind of where I am now. Y'all got questions? Who got questions? Anybody got questions? No? Oh Lord. All these comments. See, that's one thing about having male subscribers now. Sometimes the boys get a little out of hand. The boys in their comments, there's a lot of lonely people in the world. God, there's a lot of lonely people. We need to get out here and start dating each other, y'all, because a lot of weirdos online. I would just say that. But at least we get paid for the comments. Good grief. I think I'm gonna take a break from dating, honestly, because dating is it's a lot. I don't know what y'all been doing in these streets since I've been gone, but dating has definitely changed from when I was dating before. And yeah. It's not the same. So I think I might take a little break from it. But I don't know, y'all, because I want a little boo. It's gonna get cold and I feel like maybe I could have me a little boo to watch my shows with and stuff. We ain't gotta do nothing. But I just want a little boo to watch my shows with and cook a little bit and eat something. And anyway, says I've definitely changed because I used to cuss people out and block them. Yeah, I had thousands actually of people that were blocked on this channel. I had literally like over 2,500 people blocked on the Michaela Pink channel because I would be like, yeah, and I would just block everybody. Now we just put you in timeout. So we don't block people anymore, but if you get too frisky, you will get blocked. So, but yeah, it used to be bad. Funny, but bad. How do people get to date each other? Well, you got to go outside. It was hot. Y'all, I was outside. Foxy. Listen. Foxy was outside this summer. That's how you get to dating people. You go outside. You let it be known, hey, I'm single and I want to mingle. That's how you date people. That's how you find people to date. You got to get out there. If you don't get out there, you never will find anybody. Has my journey changed how I approach vetting friends and dating? Absolutely. Absolutely. I am so violently authentic at this point in my journey that I cannot be with people who are not okay with the truth. If you're a married man and you want to talk to me, I want you to let that be known. The moment I find a lie, the moment there's an instance of you being fake or phony, I can't deal with that. Married men, women who secretly are jealous of me and want to see me fail, women who don't celebrate when I celebrate. If you're on this channel, you've seen my journey. You've known how far at the bottom I've been, and you are not 100% celebrating the fact that I have done so much in so little time. Baby, I don't need that in my life. I don't need it in my life at all. If you haven't said, oh my God, I'm so happy the boys are back home. If you have not, if you're a person who says you're a supporter of mine and you don't do that, then it's just not something that I can participate in, especially at this point. So yeah, my journey has changed. If you're not 100% in my corner, because I am 100% in somebody, if you're in my life, I'm 100% in your corner. If the same energy isn't there, then we can't be friends or date. So yes, absolutely. How has dating changed? Dating has changed for me because I don't put up with anything. Nothing. When I say I'm done, I'm done. When I say I want to be spoken to in a certain way and you don't do that, then it's over. If I say I want to see you and you don't make that happen, it's over. Like there's no, oh, well, maybe because he got money or maybe I can put up with something else. And no, I don't have space for anything, nothing. Because I'm 100% real. Hey, I'm interested. All that nonchalant stuff, and I've been posting that recently. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with, oh, I'm busy. I can't deal with, oh, I had so much to do. I can't deal with oh, you're pretty, but I can't deal with, oh, I would invite you out, but like I just don't have tolerance for any of that. So that's how dating has changed for me. Because before I would have been like, well, I'm trying to get to the bag. I'm trying. Maybe he got money. Maybe he gonna pay this. Girl, there's no amount of money that's gonna make me tolerate somebody who does not adore me. If you don't think I'm the best thing since sliced bread, since D'Angelo, since lip gloss, if you don't think I'm the best thing since those absolutely wonderful things, you can't be in my space. Like, no, 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 absolutely. Because if you're dating me, that's how I'm gonna make you feel. If a man is on a date with me, he gonna feel like he's king of the world, honey. He gonna feel like he has won the lottery. Absolutely. And if you don't make me feel that way, then I can't date you and I can't be with you. If every time I'm with you as a man, I need to feel like I'm a princess. Like, oh, it's so fun to be with him. That's how I need to feel. And if you don't make me feel that way, then I can't be with you. And I was this way before, but I'm intolerant of anything less than that at this point. Very, very intolerant. Like, we're not, sir, and I'm not going to be as angry about it. Before I was very like, you're done blocking you. Real, like, aggressive. There's no aggression. There's no hate. There's no anger. There's no none of that. I just will literally disappear. Maybe in the middle of a date. Could be in the middle of a conversation. Could be in the middle. You could think everything is going perfectly fine and then you never hear from me again. So it's very subtle. The disappearing act is very subtle now. So that's where it's changed. And it's great. I love it. I love it now. Taking a break from dating as well. Men seem to want you to approach them. Is it me or is it the show of times? There are a lot of soft men. I'm noticing a lot of men want you to call them. I want, back in the day, back in D'Angelo's day, I have to keep talking about him because that's just really hurt me today. But back in D'Angelo's day, when D'Angelo was popular, the men were menning, honey. They was approaching, they were talking, they were calling, they were letting it be known, hey, I want to be with you. I'm trying to see you. I set this date up. And I remember I was dating my husband at that time, I believe. Yeah, I was dating my husband when D'Angelo first came out. And he met me at the hair salon, girl. Paid for my hair to get done. Sat there a little while with me and talked to me and was like, you're so beautiful. And girl was just so very manly and was very, he showed like, hey, I want to be with you, and I like that. I like a man that thank you, Antonio. He says, you're beautiful. I like a man that says that, but I also like a man that shows some effort. If you show me effort, then I'll show you effort back. And I want to approach a man, but I will definitely get in his way a little bit. I might do a little sachet in his path and let him know, hey, there's Foxy. But I don't think I would ever go up to a man and be like, hey, you want to go on a date? Or I probably would never do that. But yeah, I would definitely let him know, like, hello, sir. You still alive and I'm still alive. We need to be alive together. But I don't think I would ever approach a man. I would probably say something to him first. I would, but I don't think I would just approach him and ask him out on a date or something. But that's kind of weird. But yeah. So, yeah. Yes, they do, very rare. But you have to tell them you need them. Don't be a feminist. Yeah, I have never been a feminist. Even in that video, I've never been a feminist. I love that women are empowered. I love empowering women, but I don't empower women so much that I believe in the independent woman. The independent woman, in my opinion, as I've always said, is very stupid. Anybody, a man or a woman, that is pro-independence is very stupid to me. We're not meant to be independent. According to the Bible and my own personal beliefs, we're meant to be interdependent, meaning I depend on you, you depend on me. I don't believe in independence in any kind of way. I was speaking with a man, He's a male. I would not call him a man by my standards, because he was very, I depend on myself. My wife do her thing, I do my thing. If she don't wash and she don't cook, I can do it. And she does her own thing. She don't depend on me for nothing. And that's just, I don't like that. I like to be interdependent. I want my man to know you are needed, you're appreciated, you're loved, you're craved. I need that. I want him to know that. And I want to feel like there's a space for me. I'm not there to wash and cook and clean, but I want you to need me just as just as much as you need me, and I need you. And I want that. I definitely want that for sure. Not you, I meant in general. No independence. If you are, keep that to yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely, I took it that way, Valerie. I took it that way, that you weren't talking about me specifically, because I've never, on this channel, I've never advocated for that. I've always said, hey, I need a man, and I want a man, and I like men. So, what's my IG? Because I'm trying to run. See? You know, I'm just gonna have to just block you. You know, it's just so inappropriate. Who does that? Who freaking does that? Who freaking does that? Don't tell them too much compliments. That's pick me. You know, I really am okay with being called a pick me. I'm okay with being called a pick me. I really am. I love it. Call me a pick me, because I'm definitely going to be chosen before you. I definitely will be chosen before you. I am a pick me because I'm always chosen. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm going to compliment a man. If he fine, he going to be fine. If he's fine, he's going to be fine. And I'm going to let him know, sir, you are fine. If he smell good, I'm going to tell him he smell good. If I'm proud of him, I'm going to let him know that I'm proud of him. If he does something that's praiseworthy, I'm going to praise him, because how can I expect to be praised when I'm not giving praise? That's ignorant. And that doesn't make sense. Women want men to do 100% of the giving, but don't expect to have to give anything else. A compliment, that's the least you can do, is give a man a compliment. Like, and Jabari says, I'm too old. I am too old to put up with certain things. I 100% am too old to put up with a lot of the foolishness that comes with dating. So I don't. You're right, Jabari. I would have to agree. But yeah, I've been called a pick me for forever, before years ago. I love it. I am a pick me, because everybody that has ever called a pick me could never get the same type of man that I could get. So I'm okay with that for sure. Why don't I have a guy now? Because I just got out of prison. I'm restraining myself from having a man, because if I have a man, I'm definitely going to have some very hot, steamy, inappropriate relations with him. For sure. So if I get a man right now, he is going to have to be a very strapping, very strong, probably much, much younger gentleman, because I have a whole lot that I need to get off my chest and off of my everything else. And so to avoid that, I'm avoiding the whole thing altogether, because I know myself. I'm not saying I don't trust him. I just don't trust myself. And so we're not. At this point, let's just line them up. It's not that I can't get them. It's not that I can't get them. I can line them boys up. Trust me. Line them up one by one and have my way. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. So there you go. That's why. That's why I don't have a guy right now. My personality is bad. Okay. Everything ain't for everybody. I like the fact that some people don't like me. I love it. Because if everybody liked me, I would be a very busy woman. There are plenty of people, there are plenty enough men and people that like me that I really don't want to entertain the people that don't like me. So if you don't like me, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you don't like me and that you think my personality is bad, because there's so many people that love it. Like, I don't have time for the people who don't. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, more questions. Who has more questions? We have a little bit more time. More questions, or are we good? All minds are clear? Maybe? No? He said, oh, Leroy. No more questions? Oh, y'all hear people whistling? You know, I'm so happy my boys are here. I'm so happy the boys are here. Oh my God, y'all just don't know. Let me see. What does that say? I can't see it. Was I ever married? Yes. Yes, I've been married before. Absolutely. They let me out of the slammer. They did. Most people get let out of the slammer. That's the wonderful part about prison. When you go, there is an eventual out date. And yes, mine has arrived. You're a little late to the party. But yes, I am out of the slammer. Mm-hmm. Hey. Hey, guys. Oh, the joys of this. Y'all just have no idea what it takes to do this. Okay, no more questions, I'm assuming. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for understanding the perspective. There's going to be more content because I'm going to have so much more time. I'm going to be redoing a lot of my videos, but I'm also going to be doing new videos. I've done 2 videos previous to this since I have been released from my incarceration, explaining, detailing, talking about all of that. If you are confused and you have no idea and you haven't seen me back, I'm back. I am definitely back. There are 2 other videos that you can watch for reference. I won't be speaking about that anymore, or at least in graphic detail. And we're moving forward. So thank you guys that are still here. For the people who are still continuing on the journey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys so, so much. And yeah, you can email me. All of my contact information should be in the description of this video. If it is not, I am Mickey Fox on TikTok, YouTube, and on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm on all of those. So that's where you can find me. I post there normally every day. And yeah, so we're back. The next video is most likely going to come on Thursday. I will be back with another video. Try to do 2 to 3 times a week. I will be doing recorded videos as well as live videos. So just so you know, the channel has changed and it will continue to evolve. Thank you guys for being here for all of it. To sum up the video, it is not about looks anymore. It's not. It's about your character. It's about what is growing and changing on the inside of you. How you attract a man, how you attract anything into your life. It's not about your looks. It's more about your personality, your character, and the energy that you exude as opposed to anything that's on the outside. So I thank you guys for being here. I thank you guys. Wait, one more question. You're new here. What are my goals? Okay. Those are my, are pretty much my thoughts on that. I've changed my perspective. It's not really the way that it used to be. It's the same, but with a twist. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Mickey Fox, and those are my thoughts. Have a good evening.